Well, let's turn our attention tonight to Osun State, where the All Progressives Congress is entering one of its most defining primaries in recent memory. 9 aspirants are in the race for the 2026 governorship ticket, a contest now heavily shaped by zoning arguments, internal power blocks, and the urgent task of unifying the party in its quest to retake Osun after the 2022 loss. And it's all happening as Governor Ademola Adeleke resigns from the PDP amid rising speculation that APC power brokers may have quietly settled for an aspirant from Osun West. With me tonight, fresh from his screening earlier today, I believe, is Senator Babajide Omoworare, former member of the Lagos State Assembly, former senator representing Osun East, and former presidential advisor on National Assembly matters. Senator, welcome to Beyond the Headlines.
Thank you very much, Nifemi.
Great. Let's begin with your screening, which I believe happened earlier today in Abuja. Precisely what stood out for you? They did hold.
Yes, it did. The way the process runs is that you obtain your form, you fill your form, you get your form endorsed by a certain number depending on what the guideline says. In our own circumstance, we needed at least 5 people from every local government, at least 5 people from every local government. 5 people meaning 30 local governments, 150 people. So you get minimum of those endorsements, and after that you submit your form. The forms closed last week Wednesday for those who wanted to obtain the forms, and on Monday we had to submit. So we have submitted the form, and yesterday and today we went through the process of screening, and some people were screened yesterday, some people were screened today, and I was screened today. I was the last person to be screened at about noon, so I've been screened.
Interesting. I thought you were going to share with us perhaps some major concerns or questions the committee pressed you on and what you think it signals about the APC and its priority in choosing its flag bearer this time.
Nifemi, the committee was composed of highly reputable people. From, what we do is to make sure that people from every geopolitical zone is represented, and people that are party people are always there. And 2 former members of House of Reps were there. So I was just asked questions about my qualifications and what do I want to do when I become the governor, and basically those are the basic things they ask you. They look at your papers. They look at your what you've submitted, age, education, experience, and so on and so forth. Who are you presenting yourself to be? What matters most is not you are not appearing before a court of law. So, but what they want to ascertain is that, are we going to present you and the opposition party will go to court at the end of the day and you'll be disqualified?
I get
Essentially,
it.
this is my eighth screening.
So you seem to be experienced in that regard. You've been at the House of Assembly in Lagos. You were a 2-time senator representing Osun East. But there is rising speculation, Senator, that APC power brokers both in Osun and Abuja may have settled for an aspirant from Osun West. Did anything you saw today or before suggest a predetermined direction in that regard?
No.
So you believe this race is truly open and that you have no fear of a coronation disguised as a contest?
Let me explain something to you. There is this purported clamor by a few people saying that the governorship in my party should be zoned to Osun West. And I have always argued that the primaries in my party should be, the governorship contest in my party should be zoned to Osun East, and particularly focused on Ife, where I'm from. And I have my reasons for saying so. Number one, in Osun State, we've had 10 governors in Osun State. By the grace of God, I'll be the 11th. The 10 governors, we have 4 military administrators. Leo Ajiborisha, Anthony Udofia, Anthony Obi, and I think there is also somebody. There are 4 people that have been military governors. Apart from that, we have six democratically elected civilian governors in Osun State. 3 have been from central senatorial districts. Chief Bisi Akande is from Ila, from central. Governor Omisore Oyinlola from central.
Ralph Arabeshala.
Isiaka Adegboyega Oyetola from central. From West Senatorial District, we've had 2. Isiaka Adeleke from West, and Nuruddin Jackson Ademola Adeleke from West. The only governor from the East Senatorial District is Ogbeni Rauf Adesoji Aregbesola. So, if you post the posters or pictures in the government house for the governors of Osun State today, you will have 3 from central, 2 from west, and 1 from east. And you wonder why some people are saying that it should come from West Senatorial District. The governor that is in situ in Osun State today is from West. He's not from my party. I don't even know anything about PDP. I don't know anything about PDP, but he's from PDP. To the best of my knowledge, he resigned recently. But he's from West. In my own senatorial district, we have just 1 person that has been governor. I'm not talking about Oyo State or Western State or Western Region. That will take us back to Uncle Bola Ige. It will take us back to...
I don't think that we even need to go...
To my own grandfather, Senator, that was governor between 1960 and 1962. We are not talking about that. We are talking about Osun State.
I think that we don't
even need to go... So it is not right for anybody to say that...
Yes.
We
don't need to go that far, really. You know, there are people who have also said that if you mention Isiaka Adeleke, he was governor for barely 2 years. That was, in the Third Republic. So if you start from 1999, the maths might be slightly different, given that Osun West may have had a single governor since 1999. But I want us to also explore some other school of thought that have said every zone in the state has produced a governor, and that Osun has never been governed on the basis of zoning. So if every zone has had its turn, they're saying, let competence lead, not geography. How do you react to that?
That has always been that is my position. We cannot slaughter merit on the altar of zoning. We cannot slaughter merit on the altar of zoning. Let the best man look. My brother, the national secretary of my party, SRJ, Senator Bashiru Ajibola, withdrew from the contest, but 2 people officially were still in the contest. 1 obtained form. The person is from Osun Central. So if Osun Central has had 3 governors in the past, 15 and a half years, and Osun Central is still contesting, it means there is no zoning in Osun State. There is no zoning. So I have always been of the view that it should be may the best man emerge and not zoning. We cannot, I want to repeat myself, Nifemi. May the best candidate emerge. It's not about zoning.
All right.
We have enough evidence to show that there is no zoning in Osun State, and I'm of the view that merit should matter and that we cannot slaughter merit on the altar of zoning. That is my view. So let the best candidate emerge. Look, I'm from Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife is part of Osun East, which is Ife-Ijesha Senatorial District. In Ife-Ijesha Senatorial District, you have the Ijesha fold and the Ife fold, and I proudly represented both Ifes and Ijeshas for 8 years in the Senate. Talking about Oreade Obokun, Ilesha East, Ilesha West, Atakumosa East, Atakumosa West, Ife East, Ife Central, Ife South, and Ife North. And it really does not, it didn't make any difference to me representing two sub-ethnic groups in Yoruba land. We speak Yoruba, but Ijesha dialect is different from Ife dialect. So, but the truth of the matter is, it does not really make any difference. Let the candidate that can deliver what the people want, deliver the dividends of democracy, let that candidate emerge.
I hear you clearly, Senator, and I understand your position. Some have said perhaps that is also why you have said in the previous interview that you would not step down for Senator Iyola Omisore, and that the older generation should yield space for younger leadership. Some would have said that both of you coming from the same senatorial district perhaps should have sat down to decide who is going to go before the other. Did you and Omisore, Iyola Omisore, actually have that conversation privately?
Well, let me just say that Senator Iyola Omisore is my brother. We are both from Ife. He's my brother. I contested against him in 2007. I believe I won. But, INEC decided otherwise. I went to court for 2.5 years, and the Court of Appeal in Ibadan, presided over by Justice Clara Bata Ogunbiyi, who retired as GSC, decided that we should go and do the election again, all over again, every unit of Osun East Senatorial District, but we did not. We boycotted the election because we felt that was 2009 from 2007, and we felt we should wait till 2011, which we did. And we contested that election, I won. I've contested against him twice. I don't have any problem with my brother. We have not sat down on this matter. On 5th of November last year, 1 year plus, I was in his house. I was in my brother's house, and we spoke about this, and he encouraged me to run. I read in a few social media platforms that I'm the one that is obstructing one person from becoming the governor. I said, I'm not the one obstructing anybody.
They said that you are the spanner in his wheel of progress.
I had that. In fact, about two Sundays ago, there was a publication in one of these national soft sell portion of a newspaper that quoted what you've just said, that I'm the spanner in his wheel of progress. And I said, look, I don't have any problem with anybody. He's my brother. He has not approached me. We have not spoken about anything. I will not withdraw for anybody because I have my reason for wanting to be governor. He may have his reasons for wanting to be governor. Peradventure, put otherwise, perhaps, if we sit down and we talk, it may be the one that will even withdraw for me. Well, we've not spoken about it. Our last encounter politically, I meet him all the time. He's my brother. He's my... the irony of it all is that it's Christopher and Christopher. Our baptismal names are the same. And we attended the same secondary school. I did not meet him in school. He was leaving Form 5 when I was entering Form 1. So, but he's my brother. And I say this every time. He respects me. I respect him a lot.
All right.
But perhaps when we sit down, it will be the one to withdraw for me. But at the moment, the last time I met him was when I went to inform him on the 5th of November last year that I'll be contesting, that I'll be running for governorship, and he encouraged me.
All right. Perhaps when you meet, you said he will be the one to withdraw. You're not also offering the other side.
I said, yeah, perhaps.
But it also means that perhaps you can also be the one to withdraw. Are you saying you're also willing to withdraw if both of you are able to agree on that or reach a consensus?
I'm not, Nifemi, I'm not running just for the fun of it. I'm not running for my picture to be hung on some walls that, oh, these were the people that I can tell you that there are governors in Osun State that in future we will try to inquire what they've done for Osun State.
All right.
And between you and I, we won't be able to lay our hands on anything they've done for Osun State. I am running to make a difference. I'm running because, one, I have the education, the experience, the exposure, the wherewithal, and the knowledge, with due respect and with every sense of humility, with every sense of responsibility, to deliver dividends of democracy. When you were introducing me, I was in Lagos House of Assembly for 8 years. I worked in Lagos House of Assembly between 1999 and 2007. I was elected, re-elected. I was majority leader at Lagos House of Assembly. I came to Osun State. I was a senator in Osun East for 8 years. I worked as presidential advisor on legislative matters. When you are a lawyer, you get briefs. A lawyer is learned. A lawyer is not educated. A lawyer is learned. I'm a lawyer. I have 35 years experience as a lawyer. I've seen it all. With
all right.
Due respect and every
Senator,
sense of humility. And I know that I'm not running.
Let us look at the bigger picture here. APC lost Osun in 2020. In 2022, I beg your pardon. Largely because the party
2022.
Yes, largely because the party was divided. You now have 9 aspirants with strong personalities. You talked about Senator Omisore, who has also been senator like you 2 times. He was even former deputy governor. What do you think your party needs to avoid this time? How do you prevent the post-primary bitterness that crippled your chances in 2022?
It's politics. It's raw politics. 9 people are running. All the 9 people cannot emerge. One person will emerge. The person will run against probably 1, 2, 3, 4 parties or 5 parties, out of which one is likely to be a major party. When I say a major party, I mean a party with a structure. I'm not talking about a party that hasn't got structure. But in all of this, I'm of the view that the person that has emerged in our party has a lot of role to play. He has to bridge gaps. He has to bridge a lot of gaps. That's the truth of the matter. He has to bridge gaps. Let me just remind us, when the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria won his ticket for the 2023 election, he went to everybody that contested against him. That is what you do. Then a lot of other things are involved. A lot of SWOT analysis will be done. A lot of RAG analysis will be done. Red, amber, green analysis will be done. A lot of things will be done behind the scene that a lot of people will not see. You have to first of all make peace with everybody that contested against you. If by the grace of God I emerge as the candidate of my party, I can bet that nobody will leave the party. What
all right,
matters
Senator,
most
you are
is
saying
to
that
keep your structure.
Whoever wins has that responsibility to ensure that nobody leaves. You have also talked about the fact that, unlike others, you've never left the APC. You've moved from AD to ACN to APC as we know it today. But let's speak plainly. If this primary doesn't go your way and you believe the process was unfair, as usually many other contestants or aspirants claim, post-primary election. What will you do? Because we have to go now in 2 minutes.
Let me just say this in 2 minutes, in 1 minute. I'm a progressive to the core. When I say I'm a progressive to the core, I mean from the womb. I'm a fourth generation Southwest Afenifere. My great-grandfather was Afenifere. My maternal grandfather was Afenifere Action Group. I've been progressive all my life. I've been AD, I've been AC, I've been ACN, I've been APC. What matters to me most, and I want to repeat it, what matters to me most is that we take governance in Osun State. Because what we have at the moment in Osun State is not governance. Not governance the way we were taught in Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu School of Politics and Policies. That is not what we are taught. It's just razzmatazz and do this, do that, and you say you've done governance. We must take the bull by the horn in Osun State and deliver the dividends of democracy. Right. One, we must provide basic necessities, basic amenities. We must provide infrastructure. We must stimulate the economy. We must be catalysts for the economy to grow. We must use public-private sector initiative to ensure that we achieve our goals. Right. We must look at how we will make sure that we descend on the land ferociously, viciously to farm. In Yoruba, they will say, people must feed. We cannot afford for people to be hungry. Once we sort that, that reduces even inflation. Once you reduce food inflation, you reduce inflation. Secondly, lastly, and most importantly, we must make sure that in all of this trajectory, what matters most to us is delivering the dividends of democracy, creating enabling environment for people to thrive, all right, creating 5,000 jobs for youths every year. 5,000 jobs means and it is based on innovation, it is based on entrepreneurship, it is based on business. All right. The government must meet the entrepreneurs and we must all meet the academia and we can run the state. All right. Good place. It is not rocket science.
Good place to leave it. Distinguished Senator Babajide Omoworare, that's our time. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today.
Thank you very much, Nifemi. It's nice to speak with you.
And we wish you all the best. The APC primary is due in about 9 days. All eyes will be on the party to see whether it can deliver a united front heading into the 2026 governorship election. That's beyond the headlines today, everyone. Thank you for being a part of it. Remember, you can watch it again at midnight and 6 a.m. tomorrow.